In today's digital first world, a professional website is one of the most important investments you can make as a small business. It serves as a foundation of your online presence and plays an important role in attracting customers, building credibility, and driving growth. Let me share my screen so we can get into it. Buying tech is relatively easy, but buying the right technology for your business, that's where most small and medium businesses fail. I've helped businesses like yours acquire and adopt technology for over 10 years, and I'm here to help you invest in solutions you'll actually use to grow revenue. In this session, we'll go through why a professional website matters for your business, what to consider when choosing a website hosting service to ensure it aligns with your business needs, recommendations of website hosting providers for DIY, developer-led or hybrid website development, and maintenance options. And we'll also go through how to ensure you use the service after you've signed up for it, because signing up is not enough. You have to actually use the tech for it to work. So, why does a professional website matter for your business? A professional website matters even for a small or medium-sized business because in today's digital world, consumers increasingly rely on the internet for their purchasing decisions. Having a secure website is essential for your business as it can allow your business to reach a wider audience. With 24/7 accessibility, it can help you establish credibility and trust, as the legitimacy of a business without a website can be questioned, leading to potential customers opting for competitors who are more accessible online. Your website could serve as a central hub for digital presence, helping you build your brand identity and give you an opportunity to share your business's story, mission, and values, which helps your customers connect with your brand on a deeper level. It could also allow you to improve customer service by including dedicated support with a frequently asked questions section, troubleshooting guide, your product return policies, depending on whether you're offering products or services. It can also include self-serve options where customers can find answers to their questions or place orders without needing to call or visit your physical location. A professional website also allows you to track visitor behavior, conversion rates, and other metrics so you can make data-informed decisions in your business using insights from your website. A professional website is a long-term digital asset that grows in value over time as you add content, improve SEO, and attract more visitors to your site. It could be an investment that ensures your business is prepared for the future, where digital presence will only become more essential. Choosing the right website hosting provider is important because it can affect the performance, security, and reliability of your site. Here are some things you may want to consider when choosing a website hosting service to ensure it aligns with your business needs. Security features, because security is important in protecting your website and customer data. You want to look for what's included in the base cost and what would be purchased as an add-on. So look for features like an SSL certificate, which ensures the secure communication between your website and its visitors by encrypting data when communication with your website is established. It can also improve SEO rankings as Google favors HTTPS websites. The S in HTTPS signals that your website is secure and encrypts data. And Google prioritizes showing secure websites to their users. Malware protection is another feature you want to have, which scans for and removes malicious software from your website. This would be software that is designed to steal information or take control control of a system without the user's permission. Malware can track what people type on your website. It could also redirect visitors to a fake website that can attempt to steal their information and potentially money, all while pretending to be you. It can also be used to slow down or crash your site. If search engines like Google find malware on your website, they may show warnings to visitors of your website saying this website may harm your computer, and even go as far as removing your website from search results entirely. Some hosting providers include basic malware protection, while others offer it as an add-on or through third-party integrations. You also want to ensure you have distributed denial of service, DDoS protection, and firewalls, especially web application firewalls, as they're designed to specifically protect websites and web apps. The firewalls help block unauthorized access to your website, while DDoS protection prevents traffic overload attacks, which try and overwhelm your site with fake traffic and take it offline. I started with security because it's important in keeping your website online and secure from cyber attacks, which can also protect your brand reputation. Drop a thumbs up in the comment section if you're still with me, and don't skip evaluating security features from web hosting providers. Number 2 is ease of use. A user-friendly hosting service saves time and reduces the need for technical expertise. Consider the control panel, which is the interface used to manage your hosting account, domains, emails, and website hosting. Look for hosting providers that offer cPanel or Plesk, as these are widely regarded as user-friendly. A good control panel makes it easy to manage your website even if you are not tech savvy. Cost and pricing structure is another aspect you may want to consider. Understanding the full cost of hosting is essential to avoid surprises. Consider introductory versus renewal pricing structures, because many hosting providers offer low introductory prices but increase rates significantly at renewal. Look at the free structure, because some providers include free features like a domain name, SSL certificate, or even email hosting for free for the first year. Signing up with a host that offers these freebies can save you money and simplify the setup process. Since I just mentioned potentially getting free email hosting for the first year with some web hosting providers, the next video in the series is about why your business needs a professional email and how to choose an email service provider. So subscribe to the channel to ensure you don't miss it, or check the Tech Basics Every Small and Medium Business Needs to Know playlist, and the video may already be live, just depending on when you're watching this. And please give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying it. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. Bandwidth and storage is another aspect to consider, because these resources determine how much traffic and data your website can handle. Bandwidth is the amount of data your website uses when people visit it, interact with it, or when it connects to other tools and services online. Think of it like your mobile data plan. The more people use your site and the more your site talks to other systems, the more data it uses. For example, if a visitor browses your website and loads a picture, videos, or downloads a PDF, that uses bandwidth. If someone fills out a form or uploads a file, more bandwidth. But it's not just about what users do. Your site may also connect to other services behind the scenes, like Stripe for payments, shipping companies to track orders, newsletter tools to manage subscribers. Each time your site sends or receives information from these services, it uses a little bandwidth too. These are called API calls, and this is a fancy way of saying your website is asking another system for help. So if you run an online store, your website probably uses a lot more bandwidth than a simple brochure style type site, because it's constantly sending and receiving data even when customers aren't doing anything on the screen. That's why an e-commerce website typically requires more bandwidth than a basic site with just a few informational pages. Here's a rough baseline for estimating bandwidth needs based on your site type. type. For a small business site, the bandwidth estimate is 1 to 10 gigabytes per month. For a blog or content site, it's 10 to 50 gigabytes per month. For an e-commerce site, 50 to 2000 gigabytes per month. And for a media heavy or video streaming type site, 200 plus gigabytes per month. Storage is the amount of disk space your website has to hold its content and data. This includes website files like structure and design of your website, media files like images, videos, PDFs, databases, which could be used for blogs, online stores, or the content management system, and emails if your hosting plan includes email accounts. So in simple terms, storage is like the digital shelf space your website has. The more content, products, or features you add, the more storage you'll need. Here's a rough baseline for estimating storage needs based on your site type. For a simple site with a few pages, typical storage may be between 100 to 500 megabytes. For a blog or small content management system, the CMS, 500 megabytes to 2 gigs could be sufficient. For a small e-commerce site, 1 to 5 gigs. And for a media heavy site, 5 to 20 gigs are the typical storage needs. A pro tip is to plan for future growth. You'll add more content to your site and may add more products, more media. A safe margin is getting 1.5 to 2 times your current need, so keep that in mind when choosing a plan. Customer support is another factor worth considering because reliable support is important for resolving issues quickly. Consider availability and look for providers that offer 24/7 support via live chat, phone, or email. The quality of support is important so you know how reliable the service is and how you're going to be treated should you need to access support. Check reviews to see how responsive, helpful the support team is. Do they have a knowledge base for you to access? A comprehensive help center or tutorials can be useful for troubleshooting or learning how to use features. Uptime reliability is an important score to know for your host to ensure your website remains accessible to users as much as possible. For small to medium-sized businesses, a minimum uptime of 99.5% is generally acceptable. This would mean up to 43.8 hours of potential downtime spread across a year. For critical applications or financial services, a higher uptime like 99.9 or 99.99% are preferred as a minimum. And then from an additional features perspective, your business needs to determine what you look for. You may consider e-commerce support if you plan to run an online store. Ensure the hosting provider supports e-commerce platforms like WooCommerce, Shopify, or Magento as an add-on. Consider developer tools if you're working with a developer. It's worth checking if the hosting includes features they might need like SSH access, which gives developers more control compared to the usual point and click interfaces like cPanel or Plesk. Git integration for version control and smoother development, and staging environments so updates can be tested safely before they go live. Ideally, you want to involve your developer, if you have one, when choosing a hosting service provider. They'll know what tools help them work more efficiently. Now, let's go through an overview of website hosting providers that you could consider to use. We'll go through platforms that make it easier for you to do it yourself with easy website builders and no technical developer skills required. Hybrid platforms that can give you more flexibility if you want to work with a developer, and platforms that are best for developer-led teams. DIY platforms that are great if you are not technical include Wix, Squarespace, Hostinger, Shopify, GoDaddy, and Ionos. When you look at the table, you'll see they all have 24/7 support, and depending on your needs, one one may be better for your business goals than the next. From an e-commerce perspective, the platforms either offer built-in options, basic options, or options that are available with add-ons. Shopify is the only one who has e-commerce as their core focus. So depending on your e-commerce needs, Shopify may be the better choice for your business. Hybrid platforms that are good for DIY with developer support include GreenGix, Hostinger, DreamHost, Ionos, Bluehost, and InMotion Hosting. You'll notice that some platforms appeared in the previous table for best DIY options. That's because they also work great if you want a hybrid option. They either have cPanel or support WordPress as a site builder, among other site builder or CMS options. They all offer staging, which is the testing environment for your website before it goes live, and contains various developer tools. SiteGround, WP Engine, Liquid Web, Cloudways, and A2 Hosting are platforms which are best for developers or developer-led teams. Getting the right hosting plan for your business is important. Adoption and follow-through are where small businesses can either flourish or stall out. Follow this practical approach to ensure onboarding success and real usage of your web hosting plan. Number one, you want to start with clear website goals. Before you even choose a website host, define what your website is for, who will maintain it, and decide what features are essential for you to have. Then choose a website hosting plan that matches the required skill set. Too many businesses sign up for technical hosting, then freeze at the dashboard. Choosing the right plan for your team's skill set makes follow through a lot easier. Then you want to assign a website owner. Even if that person is you, someone needs to own the process. This person should be responsible for setup within a predefined amount of time after signing up to the service, and they'll also be responsible for content and maintenance, even if they delegate certain parts. This is important because hosting becomes shelfware without a human driving it forward. You then want to use the setup wizard or onboarding help immediately. Almost all good hosts have setup guidelines, an email onboarding sequence, chat, phone, or email support. Early usage is key. And then plan a launch week or a soft launch, even if it's not perfect. Then you want to book a training or support call. If your host offers it, use it. This helps reduce fears and build confidence that yes, you can do this. Connecting your website to real business goals is something that can help you understand how your investment translates into tangible business impact, such as driving revenue through lead capture and nurturing. Then track performance and make adjustments as you get more insight from the data. So before you sign up for any website hosting plan, take a moment to think about how you're actually going to use it. Choose a platform that fits your goals and workflow, whether you're DIY or working with a developer, and build an adoption plan. For more insights on choosing the right tech and actually using it to grow revenue in your business, sign up for Bayou's Tech's newsletter, Tech That Works, using the QR code on the screen or the link in the description. Subscribe to the channel and like this video if you found it helpful. My name is Busi, and I'll see you on the next video.